everybody. I'm on got invited to join a Facebook page, and it's called Women in AA. And it's been interesting. A lot of newly sober people trying to get sober, trying to connect, and not a lot of good information. You know, it makes me really worry about people. I know you want to quit drinking and using, and there is an answer. There's a solid way to do it. It's not a hit and miss. It's not a just try and white knuckle it. And once you get yourself off of the stuff, pretend like you're so happy being sober. That's called they call it a boy whistling in the dark, where you're just like, I know what it's like to be sober without an answer. It's horrible. So I don't know how people are trying to do it. This girl posted today that she was being triggered. She had like 4 days or 6 days, and she was being triggered by her boyfriend. Her boyfriend was triggering her. And I thought, triggering, let me try to explain this again. I talk about this a lot. I'm going to explain it again, okay? Everything is a trigger to an alcoholic addict. Everything is a trigger. Waking up is a trigger. Going to sleep is a trigger. Having a boyfriend, not having a boyfriend. Getting in a relationship, breaking up. Getting a new job, losing a job. Gaining 5 pounds, losing 5 pounds. Living next to a drug dealer, not living next to a drug dealer. Your mind will figure out any excuse to drink and use. See, the boyfriend's not the problem. The job's not the problem. Your financial statement is not the problem. The coronavirus is not your problem. You have one problem, if you're like me, and that's alcoholism. And if you can take care of that one problem, all the other problems are going to look after themselves. And it's not because everything changes magically. It's because your thinking changes. The way you see things changes. See, that's the beauty of this program, is it doesn't take $1 million to do this. It does not take a ton of schooling, right? It takes some open-mindedness, some willingness, and some honesty. Everything you already have, you can use to get sober. See, there are no triggers. If you are sober and you are happy and you're treating this part, like I go into the grocery store and right now there's like an abundance of booze right in the front of the supermarket. And I think it's because people are drinking a lot because they're held up in their house. Even normal people. I mean, there's like so much to do, right? People are looking forward to 5 o'clock now at home, especially mothers with homeschooling their kids. I'm sorry. But anyway, I'm around booze all the time. I'm right now working for a woman. I'm in her home, and she has tons of alcohol. She's older, but she's entertained. I just now put some broccoli in the refrigerator and had to move a bottle of champagne out of the way, right? There's a bar with booze sitting out in canisters on the counter. It's decorative, but I wouldn't drink it if I was drinking, right? There's no such thing as decorative booze. So how am I able to do that? When I drank myself into homelessness before, drank and drugged myself into 0 relationships, sick as a dog. I wish I had pictures. You wouldn't believe it. I see a lot of people post pictures. I didn't keep any pictures. I don't think anybody was taking pictures of me at the end. Unless I had some kind of a warrant thing, a rap sheet picture. But the point is that when I got sober, I didn't have a lobotomy. I was homeless. I didn't go to the most expensive treatment center in the country or the world. I didn't spend a few months with a guru in India. I didn't even go to a mountaintop. No. I went to a grungy, dirty meeting hall in the worst part of town where all the homeless people came. And I became willing, open-minded, and honest. And I did what they told me to do. I gave up my own ideas and I did the steps. And doing the steps, everything changed for me. I needed it to change. See, it won't change if you don't want it to. If you're like, well, I'm going to do this, but it won't work. Well, it won't. You have to want to change. And I know a lot of you out there right now want to change. This is a bad time to be a drug addict. Not a good time to be an alcoholic either. All the bars are closed. Grocery stores limited their time open. I mean, this is a wake-up call for a lot of people. Casinos have closed. I mean, it's like those 7 deadly sins are luxuries for sure. So I think it's got people thinking about what are they going to do with their life. People want to live today, right? We've been shaken up. And when you're willing and you want to change your life and you realize God is giving you a second chance, you'll do anything. And what's funny is what seems so horrible that you have to do really is nothing compared to what you get in return. So to all the new people out there, I wish somehow I could get out there to everybody. I see these girls, I try to send them to my website, send them to my vlog so they can get some information. They have no idea what's even wrong with them. They think it's the alcohol. They think that if they stay away from triggers, that's going to stop them. They don't know that with a thinking like this, there's no safe place to go. Trust me, alcoholics and addicts right now are going to find booze and alcohol and drugs. It's a little harder, but they're going to find it. They have to, or they won't be well. It means crime's going to go up. Overdoses are going to go up. It's a tough time right now, but you can get sober. And you can get sober at home if you really, really want to. I'll tell you how. I didn't go to treatment, and I had a terrible detox, and I did it at home, and I can tell you how I did it. I'm not saying it's safe. I don't recommend it. But nowadays, even if you want to try, you can get your doctor on board who will probably help you out with some anesthesia meds, and you can do it at home, maybe with even a friend or family that you're shut in with can help you taper down. There are ways. I know a lot about drugs and alcohol. If you want to ask me, I have some doctors as resources. My doctors from the treatment center I call and advise with. They advise me. I can tell you when you need to, get to an emergency room. There's medical assisted detoxes that are still taking people. I can get you there. If you want to get sober, you can get sober. This is your chance. This does not have to be the end for any of us, right? Let's just, alcoholics and addicts, this is our time. This is a wake-up call. This is a blessing. So, there's no trigger, so relax. The only thing you got to do is a program of recovery. If you don't know what that is, I'll tell you. Direct message me if you want to know. It's pretty quiet right now. No one's direct messaging me, right? Everybody's really worried about, I don't know what, but not their alcoholism. But I'm here. If you want a new way of life, I'll help you. Thanks.